The only difference is the process is exactly same. In linear equations, we take all those terms of variable x to left hand side and all those constants to right hand side. Same thing here. And the only difference is in equation, we could cancel negatives from both sides, or we can change the sign on both sides. Whereas in inequality, when we change the sign on both sides, do remember the inequality will reverse. Similarly, for fractions, while writing this cross multiplication, inequality, even though A by B is C by D, even if you write AD is equal to BC, or even if you're writing BC is equal to AD, since they are equal, it doesn't make any difference. Whereas inequality is not possible. Always you have to start with A, means numerator of the left fraction. These are the only two things to be remembered. The remaining all solving equations, it is same as solving linear equations. Now, we did 21, 22, the same thing. Question number 23. See, the question is find all the pairs of consecutive odd integers. Consecutive odd integers. Here, consecutive integers, if it is consecutive integers, in class 10, you learned it. In consecutive integers, we can take it as x and x plus 1. X and x plus 1, they are consecutive integers. We are discussing question number 23. We are discussing question number 23. So x and x plus 1, they are consecutive integers. Consecutive even integers, they are x and x plus 2. X and x plus 2 are consecutive even integers. The commonly seen mistake in consecutive odd integers. Consecutive odd integers, you may take it as x and x plus 3 or x and x plus 1. See that both are consecutive odd integers, it is not x and x plus 1 or it is not x and x plus 3. But it remains as this one. So for even integers and for odd integers, for consecutive odd integers or even integers, they are x and x plus 2 only. Why x and x plus 2? The reason, the difference between two consecutive even integers as well as two consecutive odd integers. Difference between two consecutive even integers or two consecutive odd integers, they are same, x and x plus 2. Difference is 2. Even integers, 2, 4, 6, etc. You can see the difference between them is 2. Even odd integers, 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. Then also the difference is 2 only. So whenever the question is to take two consecutive odd integers or even integers, x and x plus 2 is better. So here we are mentioning about two consecutive odd integers. So let question number 23. Let's odd number. If we add 2, we get the next odd number. Adding 2, we get the next odd number. So the consecutive odd integers be x and x plus 2. Now, what is the first condition given? Both of which are smaller than 10. Both smaller than 10. Both smaller than 10 means this x is smaller than 10 and also x plus 2 is smaller than 10. That is, x is smaller than 10. X plus 2 less than 10 means x less than 8. Is it? X less than 10 minus 2 if you take 2 to the other side, x is less than 10 and x is less than 8. See, coming to your class, I'm asking, coming to your class, if I'm asking, I want a student, I want a boy whose weight is more than 50 kg. So I want a boy whose weight is more than 50 kg. First I said I want a boy whose weight is more than 50 kg. After saying the statement, do I have to mention he should be more than 40 kg? First I said I want a boy whose weight is more than 50 kg. Again, do I have to remind you, or do I have to say that again, that he should be more than 40 kg? No. Why not? Those who are more than 50 kg, definitely they will be more than 40 kg. Whereas it's opposite. Those who are more than 40 kg may not be more than 50 kg. For example, a student of 45 kg. A student of 45 kg is more than 40 kg, but it is not more than 50 kg. So if I'm saying I need a person whose weight is more than 50, and again if I'm saying I need a person whose weight is more than 40, I don't have to say these two comments together. These two means this is enough. More than 50 means definitely. Similarly, if I am announcing I need a boy whose weight is less than 60. Again, do I have to mention he should be less than 70? No need. Less than 60 and less than 70 means we need this condition only less than 60. Exactly same. Here, x less and also x is less than 8. X is less than 10 and also x is less than 8. If less than 10 and less than 8, that means we need to take x less than 8 to the equation number 1. Why? Because those who are less than 8 will definitely be less than 10. Think the opposite way. Those who are less than 10 may not be less than 8. Why? Less than 10. 9. The number 9 is less than 10. But that 9 is not less than 8. Whereas if we take any number less than 8, definitely it should be less than 10. So these two conditions, we don't have to say both the conditions. From these two conditions, we can conclude x is less than 8. Now, the second condition given. What is the second condition given? Says that their sum is more than 11. Their sum more than 11. Their sum means sum of x and x plus 2 is more than 11. This is 2x plus 2 more than 11. 2x more than 11 minus 2. 2x more than 9. Yes, more than 9 by 2. Or x more than 4.5. Equation number 2. X is more than 4.5. So we got these two conditions. From first condition, we got x less than 8. Condition number 1. From second condition, the sum is more than 11. We got x is more than 4.5. Now we can combine these two results. Because we have to satisfy both these conditions should be satisfied. Combining these two inequality, whenever we are combining inequality, start from the smaller number first. Yesterday we discussed. We say minus infinity to 2. We will not say 2 to minus infinity. Always start from left side, smaller. Right? So here, out of 8 and 4.5, which one is smaller? 4.5. So starting at 4.5, this 4.5, x greater than 4.5 means 4.5 is less than x. See, this one I wrote in reverse order. X is in bigger side. X is in bigger side only. X greater than 4.5. X is bigger than 4.5 means 4.5 is smaller than X. And that X is less than 8. This means X lies between 4.5. Think about the number line. No need of drawing equals. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, we said 4.5. 4.5 is between 4 and 5. This is 4.5. 8 is. Our number lies between these two. That 2, what is it? X is an odd integer. So between these two blue lines, see, how many odd numbers are there? We have this number 5. 5 is an odd number. 7 is also an odd number. So we got 2 odd numbers satisfying. Therefore, which implies X is equal to 5, X is equal to 7. These are values of X. So combining these two, see that we start from the smaller one. Starting from the smaller one, 4.5 less than X, less than 8. So odd numbers, our X is an odd integer. Odd integer between 4.5 and 8. Odd integer between 4.5 and 8. You observe 5 and 7 are the odd integers. These are X values. We need 2 consecutive odd integers. Which are our odd integers? Our integers are X and X plus 2. So these are X values. It means these are the values for the first number. So if X is 5, that is X plus 2 is 7. Similarly, second option, if X is 7, the next number X plus 2 is 9. Therefore, the pairs are, which is the first pair, 5, 7. This is a pair of number, odd integer, those who are less than 8 and less than 10, right? Less than, both are smaller than 10, and also their sum. Also their sum is more than 11. You can see 5 plus 5 and 7 less than 10. Their sum is more than 11. Similarly, the second way, we have one more pair, 7, 9. These are the 2 pairs of numbers. Completely. Next one. Exactly see. Question number 24. The question is, find all pairs of consecutive even positive integers. So we take not odd, even. So even positive integers, it is X and X plus 2 only. Again, it is X and X plus 2. Is it? X and X plus 2. Now, first condition given, write it and do it. First one, the given condition, read it. The given condition is both of which are larger than 5. Both larger than 5. Both larger than 5 means X greater than 5 and X plus 2 also greater than 5. There is X greater than 5 and X greater than 5 minus 2, 3. X is greater than 5 Again, if x is greater than 5 and if y x plus 2, one of you asked why x plus 2, sir? Because both numbers, we have two numbers. Which are the numbers? Our numbers are x and x plus 2. Both numbers are larger than 5. It is given. Both the numbers are larger than 5. That means both x and x plus 2, both are bigger than 5. Previous question, both were smaller than 10. So x and x plus 2, both were smaller than 10. Here, both are larger than 5. So x is larger than 5. Even x plus 2 is also larger than 5. These are our numbers are x and x plus 2. Now, my video is more than 5 and x greater than 3. So of these two conditions, this implies what? This implies x is more than 5. Yes, check it. If x is more than 3, all the numbers bigger than 3, yes, always think it. All the numbers bigger than 3, are they bigger than 5? Always think it. All those numbers, think about a number bigger than 3. Then check it whether it is bigger than 5 also. If you are thinking 10, 10 is bigger than 3. 10 is bigger than 5 also, no problem. But all the numbers. Take another number bigger than 3 is 4. Kajav is 4. If you are taking x of 4, 4 is bigger than 3. But will it satisfy here? 4 is bigger than 5? No. So that is wrong. So x is bigger than 5, x is bigger than 3. I need a person whose weight is more than 50 kg. Then if it is more than 50 kg, I don't have to say it should be more than 30 kg. More than 5 means all the numbers more than 5. All those numbers more than 5 are more than 3. Whereas all the numbers more than 3, Shashank, you got correct. That's correct answer. All numbers more than 3 are not more than 5. Not all numbers. So x is more than 5. Condition 1. Second condition, their sum is less than 23. Their sum less than 23 means x and x plus 2. These are two numbers. We took the two numbers as x and x plus 2. That is less than 23. 2x plus 2 less than 23. 2x less than 23 minus 2. 2x less than 21. X less than 21 by 2. X less than 10.5. Equation number 2. X is less than 10.5. Now see that from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, how to write it, how to combine it. From 1 and 2, remember, for combining inequality, always start with the smaller number. Smaller to bigger is better. Smaller to bigger. Here number is 5. Here is 10.5. Smaller is 5. So starting from 5, 5 less than x. X bigger than 5 means 5 is less than x. And that x is less than 10.5. Implies, in this case, our x was so if it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. See, 5 less than x. X is bigger than 5. So this is 5. 10.5 is between 10 and 11. So our required number is in this area between 5 and 10. That too, the numbers are even. So how many even integers are there between 5 and 10.5? Even integers. So 6. Next one, 7 is not even. 8 is even. 9 is. So we have 3 numbers. Is it? We have 3 numbers. So x is equal to 6. X is equal to 8. X is equal to 10. We got 3 values for X. Our question is to find the pair of numbers. A pair. In this pair, X, in this pair of numbers means we have 2 numbers. In this pair, X is the first number. We assume the first number is X. One of you wrote, from where do we get 23? Read the question. Read the question. In question it is given. Their sum is less than 23. Read the question. Their sum is less than 23. The sentence is given in the question. I wrote that sentence also. Yes. X is, so our pairs, the numbers need to be as X and X plus 2. X and X plus 2. So if X is 6, the next number X plus 2 is 6 plus 2, 8. Again, if X is 8, the next number X plus 2 is 10. Again, one more number is there. If X is 10, then the next number X plus 2 is 12. So the pairs are, which are the pairs? We got 3 pairs. First pair 6, 8. Second pair 8, 10. And third pair 10, 12. We have 3 pairs. It's completely. These types of questions can be asked, and in fact, very easy. Only difference is instead of these numbers 5 and here it is given larger than 5, sum is less than. Instead of larger than 5, larger than 8, larger than 10, larger than any number they can be. Only numbers can be changed. The idea remains the same. Now, question number 25. The longest side of a triangle is, I hope you have completed. The longest side is 3 times the smallest side. That means, in the question, they are mentioning about a triangle. In that triangle, also those 3 sides, of those 3 sides, one is the smaller one, the other one is also. We can draw a rough figure. Question number 25. We have a rough figure. Now in this figure, it is very clear which is the smaller side. In this figure, which is the smaller side and which is the longer side. So in this triangle, in triangle ABC, we have taken shorter side AB and longer side is definitely AC. Is it? So we will assume this figure in a triangle. So draw a triangle with a shorter side and longer side should be identified. Now the relation, the longer side is 3 times the shorter side. So how do we denote it with X? The longer side is 3 times that of shorter side, means if you are taking shorter side, if this AB is X, then the longer side is AC. Longer side is 3 times the shorter side. Shorter side is X. Shorter side, we took AB as X. Then what will be AC? The longer side AC is 3 times X, means it is 3x. So the longer side is 3x. Now the third side is BC. Third side is 2 centimeters less than the longer side. 2 centimeters less than longer side. Longer side is AC. AC is 3x. 2 centimeters less than 3x. How do you write this algebraically? 2 centimeter less than 3x means the expected commonly seen mistake. 2 centimeter less than 3x, you will write it as 2 minus 3x, which is wrong. 2 centimeter less than 3x means it should be from 3x. 2 centimeter less means it is from 3x. We have to subtract 2. 2 centimeter less than 3x. So the shorter side is x. The longer side is 3 times, which is 3x. The third side is 2 centimeter less than 3x. That is 3x minus 2. Now, what more condition is given in the question? What is next condition given? Its perimeter. Perimeter is at least 21. Given perimeter at least 61. Again, by hearing 61, yes, perimeter is at least not 21, it is 61, right? Perimeter is at least 61. Again, hearing the word at least, don't go for the wrong idea. We discussed it. When you hear at least, you may think smaller than smaller. At least means smaller. At most means bigger. No. At least 61 means more than or equal to 61. 61 is the smallest value. So perimeter is at least 61 means that is perimeter is greater than or equal to 61. Perimeter is at least 61 means perimeter is 61 or more. And how, if 3 sides are known, how will you find perimeter? Perimeter is sum of x plus 3x plus 3x minus 2 greater than or equal to 61. 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 1, 7x minus 2 greater than 61. 7x greater than or equal to 61 plus 2. 7x greater than or equal to 63. X greater than or equal to 63 by 7. X greater than or equal to 9. X is greater than or equal to 9. Now, what is the question? The question is to find the minimum length of, therefore, minimum length of shorter side is 9 centimeter. X greater than or equal to 9 means the minimum length. Minimum length is 9 centimeter. Length is 9 centimeter. Next one is a homework. It's already given the question. That hint is already given the question. Exactly same as this one. Same as this question. It is a short. Which one? Shortest. Yes, it is short. Same thing. Same question. So do it as a homework. Even it is already done. Question is already given. Anyway, so that is 6.1. Now we move to 6.2, the graph. 6.2 is the basic idea of drawing the graph. In examination, you will not get any question from 6.2, but you will be getting question from 6.3. So 6.2, 1 or 2 graph I will show you, then we'll do 6.3. Before doing 6.2, we need graph paper, scale, pencil, eraser, everything. I'm giving you 2 minutes break to get your graph book. Take your graph paper, scale, pencil, everything, and get ready within 2 minutes. In the meantime, I will take attendance also. So 2 minutes time, right? Not shorter. Longer side and shortest side. Who is it? Shakespeare. Shakespeare in his Dramas 10. Graph exactly same linear equation graph. In chapter linear equations in two variables, solving equations, graphical method, same thing. So all linear equations denote straight line, whereas linear inequalities, remember it, linear inequalities instead of straight line, we get a line, then see that this line, whenever we draw a line in a Cartesian plane, this line divides the whole plane into two parts. We call each as a half plane. So this one, this is half plane 1. First half plane, and this is half plane 2. These are called half planes. Half plane doesn't mean that exactly half of a plane, because plane extends to all sides indefinitely. Whenever a line is drawn, the two parts what we are getting, they are called half planes. So write this not. First one, a straight line. A straight line divides. A straight line divides. A straight line divides a Cartesian plane. A straight line divides a Cartesian plane into. A straight line divides a Cartesian plane into two half planes. Into two half planes. Just a rough figure. So will we get answer sheet? Answer sheet of what? You didn't write any test in a sheet. If you're talking about your result analysis, then you have to check with the exam department. I will check it. Yeah, draw this rough figure. So a straight line divides the Cartesian plane into two half planes. So this is one half plane, this is second half plane. Next point. The solution of a linear inequality. The solution of a linear inequality. The solution of a linear inequality. The solution of a linear inequality represents a half plane. The solution of a linear inequality represents a half plane. Next point, third point. The solution of a linear inequality represents a half plane. Next point, to identify the half plane. To identify the half plane, take any point. Take any point AB on half plane and substitute. Take any point AB on half plane and substitute it in the inequality. inequality. Substitute it in the inequality. If it is true, if it is true, if it is true, shade, if it is true, shade that half plane. If it is true, shade that half plane. If it is true, shade that half plane, comma. If false, the other half plane. If false, the other half plane. If false, the other half plane. In bracket, see the best way is substitute 0, 0. Right. Substitute 0, 0. If inequality is true, shade towards origin. Shade towards origin means containing origin. Substitute 0, 0. Instead of A, B, the best way is substitute 0, 0. That we will, while doing the question, you will get the idea. Instead of substituting any number, 0, 0 is the best point, so that no calculation is required. Substitute 0, 0. If inequality is true, shade towards origin. If false, away from origin. If false, shade away from origin. If it is true, towards the origin. The next one. For strict inequality. Strict inequality means less than deadline. Draw dot lines. Dot lines means this one, like this. For strict inequalities, draw dot lines. For slant inequalities, slant inequality less than or equal to, draw straight lines. That means draw the straight lines. So if the question, if it is strict inequality, we will not draw the line. This means less than means that line is not dot lines denotes the line is not included. It is less than that line. That's all. Line is not included. Less than that line. This one line is included, including that line. That's meaning. Then next point you learned last year. Linear equation only in X. Only in X is 6.2, question number 3, I will show you. Remaining all questions you have to do by yourself. It's only drawing. 6.2, question number 3. Question number 3. It is 3x plus 4y. 3x plus 4y less than or equal to 12. See, for drawing any inequality, first we will draw that line. So our line is 3x plus 4y is equal to 12. Again, to draw 3x plus 4y is equal to 12. Like last year, you don't have to show any calculations when you're in class 11. The best way, we did only 2 points, 2 pairs. The best way is put x equals 0, get the y value. Then put y equals 0, get the x value. It will be very easy. Putting x equals 0. See in this equation, if x is 0, 4y is 12. So y is 12 by 4, which is 3. So x is 0, y is 3. Now put y is 0. If y is 0, 3x equals 12, 12 by 3, 4. 2 points are more than enough. 0, 3, 4, 0. So here, x dash, y dash, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 1, minus 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zero, 3 is here. 4, 0 is here. After plotting the point, check it whether it is strict inequality or slack inequality. If it is strict inequality, the question, if it was 3x plus 4y less than 12, then we will draw only dot lines. We will draw dot lines only if it was less than. But here it is less than or equal to. Since it is less than or equal to, it is negative. Yes, you have drawn graph paper only. One of you asked me whether you have drawn yes. That graph paper, take a small one graph paper. For this graph paper, you can make it into this graph paper. At least you can make it into 4. You can make it into 4 pieces, then, or make it 2 pieces, then draw it and stick it in your notebook. That's better. Otherwise, draw in the graph paper. Those who don't have graph paper can borrow it from me. Right? Yes. So first, draw the line. This you learned last year. Drawing line. Now this year. Now, for shading the half plane, see this one, this line divides half plane 1, half plane. We have 2 half planes. Now, solution is one of the half planes. Either it can be here or it can be here. For that, the easy method, what is it is substituting 0, 0. Our inequality is 3x. This one. Substituting 0, 0, 0 plus 0. Is it true or false? This is why we said instead of substituting any coordinate AB, for example, we can substitute 5, 6. We can substitute 5, 6. We can substitute minus 4, 2. But instead of any inequality, instead of any number, 0, 0 gives, you said false. Khaja always said false. 0 plus 0 less than or equal to 12. Is it true or false? What is 0 plus 0? 0. 0 less than or equal to 12. Ammar, you said false. Why is it false? Tell me. 0 less than or equal to 12 is false. Is it false? How come? 0 less than or equal to 12. Less than. I didn't say. We didn't say 0 is equal. This is wrong. This is false. Okay, but we wrote 0 less than or equal to. That means two conditions. Either it is less or equal to. Less is true. It is 0 less than or equal to 12 is correct. So this is true. It is less than. It is not less than and equal to. Less than or equal to. If it is not equal to or less. Check whether it is 0 or less. This means 0, 12 or less. 0 is it 12 or less? Yes, it is less. So it is true. If the inequality is true, we said shade towards the origin. Towards the origin, or in other words, the required half plane is the half plane containing 0, 0. See, we have two half planes. One half plane, second half plane. In which half plane 0 contains this half plane? So that is why we said shade towards the origin, or plane containing 0. This is this shaded region. This is our answer. Shade. Towards the origin means half plane involved containing 0. If it was false, if it was greater than or equal to, if it is greater than or equal to, then yes, that will come. Ch6 will come. Yes, so yes, Ch6 will come to that later on, because here, yes, we can line will come later on. If actually we forgot to discuss, should the scale be in same as yeah, scale usually we take same scale. Okay, so that's it. Remaining questions you can try by yourself. Any doubts? Any doubts in any class? Any topic? Yes, anything? Any doubts? No doubts. So remaining this portion you already did it last year, right? Linear equations in two variables. Same. So see you. Yeah, see you next class. Doubts? Whereas these days tell our students don't get homework at school, ask them to. Now parents these days tell our children don't get homework at school, ask them, do you know? Don't give homework. Okay, Abdul Mateen, I got your message. Okay. Next, see you next class.